Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you. I miss you, but I'm really excited to try to have drama from home. I'm at home and you're at home, so why don't we do drama from our houses together? I think it will be a little bit different and a little bit the same. It will be the same because we'll do a warm-up and we'll choose a story. The part that will be different is it will be different picking a costume and acting out the story. We will need to use costumes that you can find at home, and we will have to act it out with your family or by yourself with the video of the story that I will read for you today. But it'll be really fun whichever way that we do it. So we are going to start with the warm-up. We are going to start with a warm-up that you know really well. It's the color song. But here is what is going to be different. I bet that you don't have scarves at home for us to play our game. So we are going to have to use colors from the clothes that you are wearing. Look at your clothes. What color is your shirt? What color are in your shoes? Do you have blue in your shoes? Do you have black or yellow or red? So be thinking about what colors you have on your body. And when you hear one of those colors, you can stand up, turn around, dance, and sit back down. That will be just the same. Are you ready? Here we go. To pause here for just a second to set up our story time. Now it is time for our story. The story today is called Why Cowboys Sleep with Their Boots On. It's written by Laurie Lazaro Knowlton. It's illustrated by James Rice. Now, the illustrations in this story are really pretty. I think that they are done in watercolor. I see a lot of critters on the cover. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh, look, the end pages are super fancy. They're cowboy boots.
Why cowboys sleep with their boots on. Here he is sleeping. I see some critters. I see a jackrabbit, an armadillo, coyote, and some snakes. Do you think we have any of those critters on a parish school campus? Well, we sure do. All right, let's start the story. Why cowboys sleep with their boots on. Can you see? Is that good? Slim Jim Watkins was one tired cowboy. Sliding out of his saddle, Slim Jim Watkins popped the dirt from his breeches. Breeches are pants. It seemed like he'd lassoed and branded more than 1,000 longhorn. All of this didn't mind him much. He just wanted to go to bed. He was tired. So Slim Jim Watkins stripped off his clothes, all but his long johns, and he crawled into his bedroll. No sooner did he lay down his head on his cowboy hat than Slim Jim Watkins was sound asleep. Do you see a critter over here? I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. I'm going to scoot around a little bit. See if that's better. So right there, I see a critter, and that critter is a snake. And I see a pair of jeans. I wonder what he's going to do. You see what the snake is doing? He's crawled right inside Slim Jim's pants. I think he's going to take him away. Rise and shine, bellowed the chuck wagon cook. Slim Jim Watkins stretched, groaned, oh, and reached for his breeches. My breeches, they're gone! Slim Jim Watkins searched and searched, but he couldn't find his breeches. Well, this is enough to sour a man's outlook for the day, he said. That means sour your outlook means that you're going to be in a bad mood or grumpy. Grumbling, I just don't know what you're just stagnabbit. Slim Jim Watkins slipped his chaps over his long johns and went to work. Darn, griped Slim Jim Watkins. These long johns are wearing thin. I need my breeches. So after a long day's work, Slim Jim Watkins went to town to buy a new denim breeches. Now, when he walks in the store, if you're acting the store out, the man would say, "Howdy, cowboy, may I help you?" And Slim Jim might say, "I need some new breeches." "Well, here you are, sir. That'll be $10. $10? Well, all right, I need some breeches. You can make up whatever words that you want to. And then Slim Jim can say, "All right, thank you." And the man will say, "Thank you, cowboy." Now, it was dark when Slim Jim Watkins rode back to camp. He was a mighty tired cowboy. His bedroll was a welcome sight. Slim Jim Watkins stripped off all his duds, all but his long johns and his new breeches. Duds is just a way of saying clothes. Then he collapsed into his bedroll. No sooner did he lay his head on his hat than he was sound asleep. Snort, Hugh, snort, Hugh. Now, do you see a critter? You guys know that's a coyote, and for sure we have coyotes in Houston. That's what they sound like. And I see that Slim Jim has hung up his bandana. That's your clue. What do you think is going to happen next? Yep, you're right. That old coyote sitting next to that jackrabbit's going to stick his nose right in that bandana and take it, I'll bet. Okay, so it's the next morning. What does the chuck wagon cook say? Rise and shine, roared the chuck wagon cook. Slim Jim stretched, ooh, and he yawned and he reached for his bandana. My bandana is gone. Slim Jim Watkins searched and searched, but he could not find his bandana, and finally he went to work. Darn, growled Slim Jim Watkins. He coughed and he choked from the dirt riled up by the cattle. I need my bandana. Well, that night, Slim Jim Watkins traded a week's worth of dishwashing for the cook's bandana. Hey, cook, will you trade me your bandana if I wash the dishes? Yeah. Slim Jim Watkins was one tired cowboy. He stretched to his bedroll, and he stripped off his duds, all but his warm long johns, new breeches, and new bandana. That night he was so tired he forgot to lay his head on his hat. Oh my gosh, what do you think is going to get taken next? And who is going to take it? Do you guys know what that is? That's an armadillo. And yes, indeed, we do have them at the parish school all over campus. They love to eat the insects in the grass, the grubs. There he goes. That armadillo stuck his head right in Slim Jim's hat and he's taking it away. So the next morning, okay, guys, what happens in the morning? Rise and shine, yelled the cook when he banged on his pots. Slim Jim Watkins stretched and said, my hat, where's my hat? Slim Jim Watkins jumped to his feet. Frantically, he searched. Losing my breeches and my bandana is one thing, but to lose my hat is something else again. To work, yelled his trail boss. That is his boss. So Slim Jim Watkins went to work without his hat. Darn, beefed Slim Jim Watkins when the blistering sun burnt his face. That means he got a sunburn. I need my hat. So Slim Jim Watkins rode into town to buy a hat. Now remember, the man who sells the hat says something like, may I help you, cowboy? Yeah, I need a hat. Somebody stole my hat. Well, that'd be $10 for a hat, cowboy. Oh, all right. Just give me the hat. Thank you. Goodbye and thank you. The smoke of the campfire rolled skyward to the stars as Slim Jim Watkins rode his weary horse into camp. Slim Jim Watkins was a tired cowboy. Oh, is my bedroll gonna feel good tonight? It's gonna feel as soft as a cow's underbelly. Sitting beside his bedroll, Slim Jim Watkins started to pull off his boots. What do you think all of these things are? Yep, you're right. They're critters, and they're watching and waiting to steal his boots. On second thought, I think I'm just gonna sleep the way I am. And he did, boots and all. So now you know why cowboys sleep with their boots on. They're afraid that one of these Texas critters might steal them. So you did a great job listening to the story. I've been thinking a lot about how you could have some costumes to act this story out at home. Well, I looked around. I don't have a cowboy hat, but I do have a beach hat. This is my beach hat, but I think it makes a really good cowboy hat, just like Slim's. So maybe you can find a hat at your house. I don't have a bandana, but I do have some scarves. So I was thinking I could take my long scarf and make it a bandana. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I could take this scarf and look, it could be a snake. So if you're the snake and you crawl into old Slim's jeans, you can carry them right away, just like in the story. So we have a bandana, we have jeans, we have a scarf that can be a snake or it can be a bandana. We have a cowboy hat. Look, you can be the person who works in the store. You can tie that scarf around your neck. What can I do for you, cowboy? You can wear this and be the man who sells the hats and the bandana. No, he sells the hats and the breeches. So another fun character in the story is the chuck wagon boss. All you need for that is a pot and a spoon, and you can say, rise and shine. So if you want to be that character, you can find a spoon and a pot. Might be fun to have some cowboy boots, if you have some cowboy boots. Critters. So we can use our scarf as the snake. You might have a puppet that could be your coyote. This is my fox puppet. I'll pretend like he's a coyote. If you don't have a puppet, you could pretend like this. I happen to have a rabbit puppet that can be my jackrabbit. But if you don't have a jackrabbit puppet, you can just use your fingers or maybe some Easter bunny ears if you have some. Armadillo. I don't have an armadillo costume. I couldn't think of anything, but I was thinking if you were going to be the armadillo, you would make teeny tiny little ears and you would make your nose very pointy and then you would look like an armadillo too and steal the cowboy's hat. So just using the things that you have at home or just using yourself, you can act out the story with me to the video of the book that I just read for you. Or you can act it out with your family. You would be a great drama teacher because you've been doing drama with me all year long. I hope you had a really good time listening to the story and doing the warm-up, and you can listen to this and act out this story as many times as you want. So I'm going to say, so long, partner. I'll see you next time. Bye.